This is the story of Ken, a young boy, and his little sister Lily. They lived in Japan during the war. Ken was about 14 years old, and Lily was just 4. Their father was a soldier in the Navy, and their mother stayed home to care for them. One day, enemy planes came and dropped bombs on their city. Houses burned, people screamed, and everyone ran to find safety. Ken held Lily's hand tightly and ran to a shelter. They survived the attack, but when they came out, their home was gone. Just ashes and rubble. They went looking for their mother and found her at the hospital. Her body was covered in burns, and she was in great pain. She died a few days later. Ken and Lily were heartbroken, but Ken promised to take care of Lily no matter what. At first, they stayed with their aunt in another house, but she was very mean. She complained about them all the time. She said Ken was lazy and that they ate too much. She kept their food for herself and treated them badly. Finally, Ken decided to leave. He took Lily and moved into a small, empty shelter near a quiet pond. It was dark and cold, but they tried to make it feel like home. At night, they caught fireflies and let them glow inside the shelter. The tiny lights made the dark room look magical. Lily laughed and asked Ken, "Why do fireflies die so soon?" Ken didn't know how to answer because it made him sad, just like their own lives, short and fragile. As the days passed, food became harder to find. Ken went to the market, but rice was too expensive. He started stealing vegetables and fruits just to keep Lily alive, but it was never enough. Lily became weaker every day. She was too tired to stand or eat. One morning, Ken found her lying quietly, barely breathing. By the end of the day, she was gone. Ken wrapped her in a blanket and cremated her body. He put her ashes in a small candy tin, the same one she used to keep sweets in. He carried the tin with him everywhere, holding it close to his chest. After that, Ken wandered around the city, alone, hungry, and broken. He sat in a train station, still holding the tin with Lily's ashes. There, he also died quietly, another forgotten child of the war. But in the end, their spirits were together again. They sat on a hill, looking down at the city lights and surrounded by fireflies. They smiled at each other, finally at peace, free from pain, and happy again. This is a story of love between a brother and sister, and how the horrors of war took everything from them. Even in their suffering, their bond never broke, and they found peace together in the end.